Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease that jealousy might ignite as Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, discovers a new love interest. Is the reunion of Ridge and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, already at risk? Following the end of his engagement with Taylor, Ridge quickly jumped into a new relationship with Brooke and urged Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, to officiate their wedding immediately. It's evident that Ridge is fully committed to Brooke and their shared future. However, this doesn't guarantee an easy path ahead. While Brooke and Ridge are currently enjoying their happy moment, that blissful state might not last as long as they hope. Even though Brooke holds the title of Ridge's true love, he will always have concern for Taylor and her welfare. Ridge will definitely want to check on Taylor and ensure she's doing all right following their breakup and not relapsing into broken heart syndrome. Certainly, Taylor has come to terms with the fact that Brooke is the woman Ridge desires after so many years of his waffling. She's gotten used to it. Fate continues to draw Ridge and Brooke back into each other's lives, yet his unresolved feelings for Taylor could pose an issue. Ridge's jealousy might flare up when Taylor starts to connect with a new man. According to B&B spoilers, Taylor is set to be attracted to another romantic prospect this fall, which is bound to catch Ridge's eye. There hasn't been any confirmation on who Taylor's next love interest will be, but Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, could be a strong contender. Deacon and Sheila Sharp's, Kimberlyn Brown, marriage is facing significant troubles due to the entire Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada affair. If Taylor and Deacon are on the path to romance, you can be sure Ridge will become upset. Ridge might have a problem with Taylor moving on with nearly anyone, but he'll be particularly furious if she moves on with Deacon. Given that Ridge doesn't trust Deacon and has always been wary of him, he may become protective of Taylor and attempt to intervene. There was a time a few years back when Brooke and Taylor chose themselves, that Brooke even tried to fix Deacon and Taylor up. Brooke will not tolerate any outbursts of jealousy, particularly if Ridge appears to be fixated on Taylor rather than concentrating on their next chapter together. This could serve as a new source of conflict for Ridge and Brooke as they embark on their remarriage, so keep an eye out for any distressing developments that may arise. It seems like Ridge always wants the woman he can't have while he's with the other woman. According to spoilers from the bold and the beautiful, Brooke and Ridge are unlikely to enjoy lasting marital happiness, regardless of how positive they may feel about their reunion at the moment. The bold and the beautiful spoilers tease that Ridge Forrester is about to find himself in an emotional storm he never anticipated as Taylor Hayes begins to move forward with her life and explore new possibilities of happiness beyond him, while Brooke Logan continues to cling to her reunion with the man she has loved for decades. For Ridge, the very thought of Taylor finding joy in someone else's arms stirs up a jealousy that he struggles to contain, and that envy could pose a dangerous threat to the fragile reunion he is attempting to rebuild with Brooke. The complicated love triangle that has defined Ridge's life for years is once again about to ignite with fiery intensity, and the fallout promises to shake the Forrester family to its core. Ridge has always positioned himself as the man caught between two extraordinary women, a situation that has given him power but also left him constantly torn. With Taylor, he shares history, children, and a deep bond forged through years of family trials. While with Brooke, he experiences passion, chemistry, and a connection he has often described as destiny. Both women have defined his life in different ways, and Ridge has moved back and forth between them so many times that fans sometimes wonder whether he is truly capable of choosing only one. At this point in the storyline, Ridge has recommitted to Brooke after yet another round of heartbreak and reconciliation, and together they have vowed to put the past behind them. But soap opera watchers know that peace is fleeting in the world of the bold and the beautiful, and Ridge's determination will soon be tested as Taylor begins to show signs of reclaiming her independence and potentially opening her heart to someone new. The idea of Taylor moving on should, in theory, make things simpler for Ridge. If she no longer waits for him, if she finds happiness elsewhere, then his focus on Brooke could be absolute. Yet spoilers suggest that the opposite will occur. Ridge will feel a pang of jealousy, a visceral reaction that proves how deeply Taylor still occupies his heart, even if he refuses to admit it. This jealousy will be the spark that threatens to unravel the reunion with Brooke, because the moment Brooke senses Ridge is not fully over Taylor, her insecurities will flare, and history has shown how quickly those insecurities can lead to explosive confrontations. Taylor's journey is also an important part of this storyline. For so long she has lived in Ridge's shadow, waiting for him to decide between her and Brooke, sacrificing her own happiness in the hope that someday Ridge would finally choose her once and for all. But Taylor has endured disappointment after disappointment, watching Ridge run back into Brooke's arms despite all the pain Brooke has caused him. Spoilers indicate that Taylor is finally beginning to break that cycle. She may start exploring new relationships, reconnecting with old acquaintances, or simply enjoying her independence without constantly pining for Ridge. This new chapter for Taylor will not only give her strength, but will also inspire her children Steffi and Thomas, who have always wanted their mother to find peace and not live under Ridge's indecisive cloud. For Ridge, however, Taylor's independence is a wake-up call. He has always assumed she would be there, waiting in the wings, ready to catch him when things with Brooke inevitably went wrong. The prospect of losing that safety net frightens him more than he cares to admit, and jealousy begins to consume him as he imagines Taylor's heart belonging to someone else. He might try to mask it with anger or concern, questioning Taylor's choices or the intentions of anyone she might date. But deep down the truth is simple. He cannot bear the thought of another man taking his place in her life. This is where Brooke's reunion with Ridge becomes precarious. Brooke is no stranger to Ridge's complicated emotions about Taylor, and she knows better than anyone how quickly his feelings can shift. While she may initially brush off Ridge's jealousy as harmless, the more it surfaces, the more it will eat away at her confidence in their relationship. Brooke has fought too hard to win Ridge back only to watch him waver once again, and if she senses his heart is divided, her old fears will resurface with a vengeance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Brooke's insecurities could lead her to lash out at Taylor, reigniting their decades-long rivalry and putting the entire family on edge. Meanwhile, Taylor's children may rally around their mother, encouraging her to keep moving forward and not let Ridge's jealousy dictate her choices. Steffi especially could push back against Ridge, telling him he has no right to interfere in Taylor's happiness if he has chosen to be with Brooke. These confrontations could highlight the ongoing generational divide within the Forrester clan, as the younger generation refuses to let Ridge repeat the same cycles that have plagued their family for years. Another fascinating layer to this storyline is the potential for outside suitors to enter Taylor's orbit. Soap operas thrive on unexpected pairings, and Taylor could find herself connecting with someone surprising, perhaps a figure from the past or a newcomer with ties to the Forrester world. Whoever it is, Ridge's jealousy will intensify as he realizes Taylor is serious about moving on, and his reactions could expose just how conflicted he remains. This, in turn, forces Ridge to confront questions he has long avoided. Does he truly want to spend the rest of his life with Brooke, or does Taylor still hold a piece of his soul that he cannot let go? Brooke and Ridge's reunion hangs by a thread because it relies on Ridge's ability to stay committed without waffling, something he has historically struggled to do. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Brooke may issue an ultimatum if Ridge's jealousy gets out of control. She could demand that he prove his loyalty by cutting ties with Taylor, Or she might confront him directly about his feelings, forcing him into a corner where he must choose with clarity. Such a confrontation could either solidify their bond or shatter it, depending on how Ridge responds. The drama is further amplified by the fact that the Forrester family business often intersects with personal lives, meaning Ridge's jealousy could spill over into the boardroom. If Taylor's new relationship involves someone connected to Forrester Creations, or if Ridge's distractions begin to impact his leadership, the professional and personal conflicts could intertwine, creating ripple effects across the entire company. In this sense, the storyline has the potential to shape not just Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke's lives, but the larger canvas of the show itself. Longtime viewers know that jealousy is a recurring theme in Ridge's life. From the earliest days of his romances, his pride and possessiveness have often guided his decisions, sometimes to disastrous results. This new wave of jealousy as Taylor moves on is both familiar and fresh, because it reveals that Ridge, despite all of his years of experience, still struggles with the same vulnerabilities. He wants to be desired, he wants to be chosen, and he cannot stand the idea of losing control over the women who have defined his identity. Yet this time the stakes feel different because Brooke has staked everything on this reunion being permanent. She has endured humiliation, heartbreak, and betrayal, and she has convinced herself that this time will be the last time, that Ridge has finally chosen her for good. If Ridge's jealousy exposes cracks in that promise, it could send Brooke spiraling into old destructive patterns, or even into the arms of another man, which would set the stage for explosive confrontations down the line. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on cycles of love, betrayal, jealousy, and redemption, and this storyline promises to deliver all of those elements in abundance. Ridge's jealousy is not just about Taylor moving on. It is about his inability to let go of the past, his struggle to embrace the future with Brooke, and his constant need to feel in control of the narrative. Taylor's decision to move forward is not just about romance. It is about reclaiming her power, breaking free from Ridge's indecision, and showing her children that she deserves happiness on her own terms. And Brooke's reunion with Ridge is not just about love. It is about her ongoing battle with insecurity, her desperate need for validation, and her determination to prove that her love story with Ridge is indeed destiny. As the storyline unfolds, viewers can expect explosive confrontations, tearful confessions, and passionate declarations. Ridge's jealousy may erupt in ways that shock even him. Brooke may find herself questioning everything she thought she knew about their love, and Taylor may discover a strength she never realized she possessed. Whether this leads to the collapse of Brooke and Ridge's reunion, or to